Look how similar they look. That is bizarre. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you 3 really cool jumping spiders that I actually caught over here on our little patio in our little area. One of them is very rare. One of them is a species that I have not seen before. I knew they existed and everything, but I am absolutely captivated by it. But yeah, I'm actually planning on keeping all 3 of them except one. It is a little complicated and we'll talk more about it once we get to it. But before we get into that, thank you again for all the support on the Salem plushie. He is funded over 400%, which is absolutely insane, like already. If you still haven't pre-ordered one of the Salem plushies, remember they are limited edition. You have a couple more weeks before they are gone forever. It is a pre-order and they only make as many pre-orders as they get. So if you want one, you have to pre-order it. So yeah, if you want to grab one, hurry and do so. I will link it down below. So let's get right into this. The first one I want to talk about is a species that I know you guys are all very familiar with, but I was super happy to find one. This is a Phidippus adox. And this is just a little temporary setup that I put it in, but I actually wanted to rehouse them today into this really cool enclosure that Spooter Space sent me a while back. Check it out, it is backlit. This will look really cool at night. And I think that this jumping spider is like the perfect size for it. So let's go ahead and coax them out if I can find my paintbrush. So I don't think that this adox is full grown. They are quite small, but I am thinking maybe it might be a male. If any of you want to take your guesses, do you think this is a male or a female? Again, still pretty small, but I do feel like it is a male. It looks like we are a fan of our new enclosure since we're like hopping. Oh goodness, there we go. All right, I'm gonna be really careful flipping this over. Oh my goodness, look at them. That is such a cute little enclosure. What do we think? Oh my gosh, I love this. So yeah, it is still pretty small. I don't think it's mature if it's a male, but I do have a female, so I was thinking of pairing her with him if it is a boy. But yeah, Phidippus adox are one of my absolute favorite species of jumping spider to find. They get quite large and they're so pretty and friendly and inquisitive. I mean, most jumping spiders are, but it's always exciting when I find one of these. Well, most of the time they find me, to be honest. Next jumping spider we are going to talk about is quite a common one that I find all the time. I've kept them before, and this is just a little tan jumping spider. So they are not as popular, they don't get as big, but arguably I think they are one of the prettiest. This is also one I'm not sure if it's male or female or a mature male, so if anybody wants to comment down below and let me know. I do think that this one is full grown, however, because they do not get as large as the adox. I actually made a video a long time ago. It was one of my first jumping spider videos that I made, and it was catching one of these. But yeah, these guys are really common, really fun to keep, just a little bit smaller. And I actually made them a really awesome enclosure. This is one of my favorite designs from Tarantula Cribs. Of course, I am a Tarantula Cribs affiliate. If you ever decide to shop with them, use affiliate code KAT10. It'll save you 10% and helps my channel out. But yeah, this is one of my favorite style enclosures from them. I actually hot glued this piece of spider wood to the back, and I hot glued the top part because, of course, the jumping spider will most likely make its little hide and its little web hammock up here at the top. So when you use one of these, if you don't want to disturb the webbing on the top every time you open it, it's best to just glue what you want on the top part of it. So that way when you're opening the enclosure from the middle, you're not disturbing any webbing at the top. But yeah, I thought this would look really cute. I added this little orange mushroom, just a little bit of moss. It's a really simple enclosure, but it is a smaller species of jumping spider, so you know, I think it'll work out just fine. What a perfect little enclosure. Oh my goodness, it looks so good in here. I haven't had the best luck getting this little one to eat. I have been offering fruit flies because I tried a mealworm and they were just not interested in the mealworm at all. However, it did eat a couple fruit flies, so its abdomen is slightly bigger than it was when I caught it. But look at those pedipalps. Do you guys think that's a mature male? What do you think? If it's a mature male, I would really love to find a mature female, just because that'd be a fun little project. However, I wouldn't sell those. I would just breed them and put them back outside. Look at it on the leaf on the bottom. Everything is new. Look at the personality this thing has. It is so precious. So yeah, that's another really cool find. Okay, so now let's talk about the coolest find that I've probably ever had spider-wise. I'm super excited for this. However, it is almost impossible for me to film this creature. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. But this little one is an ant mimicking jumping spider. Looks just like an ant, but it is in fact a jumping spider. Now, I couldn't find too much about them online. I was trying to do my research. I've never kept one of these before. I don't know anybody else who has, but I basically found this thing by luck, actually. Mr. Tarantula Kat had been sitting on the patio. He came in the bathroom and he's talking to me, and I see this ant on his shirt. But I noticed right away that this ant looks weird to me. It's walking weird to me. It's not walking quite like an ant. And so I grabbed it and looked a little bit closer and it started webbing. That's when I knew it was an ant mimicking jumping spider. So I've been keeping all these spiders for about a week now, and the Adox the tan jumping spider, at least ate some fruit flies, but I cannot get this ant mimicking jumping spider to eat. I've been trying to offer it fruit flies, but it is not interested in them. So I spoke to Mr. Ants Canada, and we were just kind of brainstorming a little bit about what I should try feeding it. He suggested maybe I should try feeding it some ants, specifically a fire ant. I don't know if I could find a fire ant, but I do know where a bunch of ants are. Check this out. Come around. Oh boy. Look at those apes. Oh my god. Save the roly-poly. Save the roly-poly.
Be free, bub.
Alright, so here is an ant that I managed to scoop up. It looks quite similar to this ant mimicking jumping spider, so I do feel like this might actually work out quite well. Alright, so the ant is now entering the ant mimicking jumping spider enclosure. Look how similar they look. That is bizarre. The jumping spider does seem interested in the ant, but also is kind of being hands off. So what I'm really wondering is, do ant mimicking jumping spiders mimic ants only to avoid predators, or do they also do it to prey on the ants and eat the ants? What does their diet consist of? Because it doesn't really seem that interested in the fruit flies, but also it's kind of ignoring the ant right now, or at least avoiding it. But unfortunately, if this ant mimicking jumping spider does not start eating for me, I am going to have to re-release them, which would kind of stink because I'd love to keep it. However, there's no point if I can't get it to eat, then it's just gonna die. So I don't know if anybody's ever kept one, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like this video if you did, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget I'm Instagram news probably way too much. It's at Tarantula Kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a Patreon podcast and a Teespring. It's all linked down below. Get the Salem plushie if you haven't yet and you want to. Let's get into the Patreon pet pics.